Hello, fellow moviegoers, and this is a side series that I have called Screenwriting Basics, where I give tips and answer questions about screenwriting, the business, and what goes onto the page and how it gets onto the page of the script. Um, this section is about terminology, and the first part is the definition of story. And the definition of story is something very clear and concise, and if your movie doesn't meet this definition of story, then your movie is not going to be very good. And believe it or not, there are a lot of movies out there that are like that. And alright, here we go. The definition of story is as follows. A character sets out on a journey to accomplish a goal or get something that he or she absolutely needs or wants against all odds. And there it is. The definition of story is a character sets out on a journey to accomplish a goal or get something that he or she absolutely needs or wants against all odds. And if you're thinking, it's like, well, that's every movie, and that's kind of every movie. The problem is whether or not the movie does it right and does it well, and is it entertaining, or is it simply just another 1980s action movie where there's a story simply in place just so they can make a movie with a whole bunch of people kicking each other. The character is the protagonist. That's a little bit obvious. It's the person that we follow in the movie. Your main character, either a dude trying to win a boxing match, or a kid trying to graduate high school, or whatever. The journey is what we see the character do throughout the movie in trying to solve the problems, learn to be a better person, either road trip and all the crazy people that they meet on the way, or the weeks and weeks of the school and the mean students that they have to deal with, and so on. The goal is something that has to be tangible, and a tangible goal is something that is clear and concise that we can actually see or hear or whatever by the end of the movie. And what I mean by that is not things like fall in love or get respect or reveal the truth. It has to be something like get married, get a promotion, buy a car, send somebody to jail, so on and so forth. So let me type that up here. That tangible goal, still can't type, is something we see or hear by roll credits. Fix that. It's something that damn, still can't type. That it's very, 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 very obvious, as I described, that it's got to be something that can be clearly known has been accomplished by the end of the movie. Now, the next thing we have to be talking about is antagonism, and more than just stubbing toes or whatever. It's got to be a clear person or persons that is actively in the way of the protagonist. There we go. Is the antagonist or antagonist? It could be a group of people. It could be one person. It's someone or something that is clearly in the way of the protagonist trying to accomplish their goal. So in Wizard of Oz, it will be flying monkeys and evil witches. So these are the person or persons that are actually in the way of the protagonist trying to trying to keep the protagonist from accomplishing their goal. And the antagonist, the tangible goal, the journey, these are all clear things that have to be put into your definition of the definition of your story. So let me scroll back. Let me bring it back up here. That the definition of story is, again, as soon as I can bring it back up. Oh my God, back. There we go. A character sets out on a journey. The journey I didn't talk very much about. The journey is something that the protagonist does. Is the whole thing of training, going to school, the road trip. It's the process of the protagonist trying to accomplish their goal. And so let's sum up again, where the definition of story is this: a character sets on a journey to accomplish a goal, and so on. The journey is the events that happen as the protagonist sets out on that journey. The goal has to be something tangible, something that we can clearly see happen or not happen by the time the credits roll. And antagonist is or are people in the way, clearly in the way of stopping the protagonist. Not just like I'm just gonna stand here and just like I'm in the room, I'm in your way. It's like they have to actively do something, like try to kill the protagonist or sabotage the protagonist's plans, so on and so forth. So there it is, folks. Screenwriting Basics, Terminology Part 1 being story. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and have a good day.